I'm working on building the canvas for this drawing that I have finished so I can start the painting, maybe even start the painting today if there's enough time. I've got my stretcher bars. I've got all my stretcher bars down here and I was deciding which ones I wanted to use, and these bigger ones are 18 by 24 size. These thinner ones are 25 by 15, and I'm gonna do the 25 by 15 because it's almost the length of the paper, 25, and then 15 is a lot shorter, so it'll have a more long feeling to it, and I think I like that because it'll be a little bit not a standard size, which I think it'll be good not having it a standard size because it's not really a standard portrait or image with this person holding 3 candlesticks that's dripping wax down. So I think that'll really help make the image even more interesting having it composed that way. That was easy. Usually I have to do more fussing to make sure like all those angles are 90 degrees. Got it the first time. Down the area because this is where I gotta put the canvas face down to stretch it. I'm using a staple gun to get the canvas on the stretchers, and remember last time I was stretching I had so many problems with this staple gun, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, looks good. I love that sound right after you stretch a canvas. Yeah, my staple gun is really starting to give out, so I'm gonna have to invest in a better one. Last step out in the garage, I've got a little tracing paper, so I'm gonna cut out the exact same size that I just stretched, so 25 by 15, so I can use this to transfer the drawing onto the canvas. Okay, into the studio. Okay, in my studio, now I'm going to start the process of transferring the drawing onto the canvas. And also, look at these. My parents just sent these to me. I have a baby shower, my baby shower tomorrow. It's going to be a virtual baby shower, so they sent me these flowers, and they're so beautiful. I think I'm going to photograph them tomorrow once they open up a bit more, and I might stick them in a painting. So with my tracing paper being cut the same size as the canvas that I'm gonna paint this on, so I'm gonna just mess around for a little bit and see exactly where I want my drawing on the canvas for composition wise. And then I've got a Sharpie pen, and I'm just gonna be tracing the outlines that make up the drawing. This is what it looks like traced out on the tracing paper, and now I'm going to take the drawing down off the board. And now with the tracing paper, I'm going to flip it around so the reverse side is facing me. And I've got a stubby piece of charcoal, really soft charcoal, so it'll get onto the paper dark and then also transfer off it really easy. So just as long as it's soft, it's fine. And then so I'm gonna be tracing over all those Sharpie lines that I made with soft charcoal. That's what it looks like with the charcoal pressed on the reverse side of those Sharpie lines. Now I've replaced the board with the canvas, and I'm gonna take the tracing paper, put it on the right side, figure out if I wanna like mess with how the placement is of it, and then now we start the actual transfer process. Okay, this is the placement that I chose, which I think that looks pretty good. Tracing paper is on it, so the Sharpie lines that I put on are on the outside, and then on the other side of the tracing paper is the charcoal. So what I'm gonna do now is then take a ballpoint pen, trace over all of those Sharpie lines, and that's gonna push the charcoal that's on the other side onto the canvas, and that's how the image gets transferred. That blue ballpoint pen on it. I feel like every step with the tracing paper, the drawing gets weirder and weirder. So now I'm just gonna check it. Yeah, you can see it's transferred over. The drawing transferred onto the canvas. I really like using charcoal because it's so easy to brush off with your paintbrush or anything, so it's just super flexible to work with, because I like to keep changing the drawing up and not be fixed in any step. So I'm gonna get started on the painting very soon, and I'll make a video all about the painting process. Before, what I was doing was I was putting out videos every Sunday, but with getting towards the end of the pregnancy and maternity leave is now right around the corner, I'm gonna be putting out videos when I can, so I can spend more time working and then also being a mom. So make sure you subscribe so then you get like notified when I put out a video, since it's not gonna be my normal schedule. Also, a sneak peek for what I'm working. I was planning on painting this today and finishing it, because I want to do one more layer on the face to really get that looking super good. But the layer was that's on it right now is still wet, so we need it to dry. So that's why I decided to stretch this. So it's exciting. So I've got this painting, this this painting right here, and very soon I will get this drawing as a painting study as well. And so those are going to be my 3 studies, because I did 3 charcoal studies and now 3 painting studies with that new painting practice that I've been developing. And then I'm going to start doing like real finished nice pieces, which is exciting.